When we first started the school, there was no language around blended learning, and so we needed, as part of adult development, we needed a way to talk to our teachers and give them feedback on their teaching. We worked with our teachers to come up with these facilitation modes, which basically are 7 different things that you could be doing at any given time in a blended asynchronous classroom.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get
It's essentially a lesson or a remediation with a student, one teacher to one student. But just like you would with a large group, you go into it with a very concrete objective. The student should do something, and then you should know when that student has mastered that objective.
And what was the term that we said with the...
Pull together a group of kids, and you're teaching a common objective with that group.
Well, that was the reason we're going to the Crusades, right?
Conferencing is strictly around sort of goal setting or feedback.
Yeah, so how do we figure that out?
So conferencing always ends in very concrete next steps for a student.
Something that we're looking forward.
At some point, you might find it necessary to pull your whole group together and do a common lesson or a common discussion about something. Culture building happening, or some group dynamic stuff that happens during that. Peer-to-peer interactions, which is when the teacher will strategically partner kids together or group kids together. They're all working on a common thing, or maybe giving each other feedback on something. Circulation is one that we try to limit and should be done very, because it's one of the ones that people can get sucked into in blended learning, where you're just sort of walking around the class making sure everybody's on task. So it's more of like management rather than direct instruction happening or direct interventions happening. And often circulation will lead to a one-to-one or a conference, depending on what you're sort of taking the temperature of the room during circulation. A discussion would be usually student facilitated or student, like very, very much student led. So those are the things we should see at any given time, like happening in the classroom. When the kids have curriculum or tasks or activities like right in front of them at all times, it could be easy to get sucked into like, I'm gonna take a break and grade right now. And that we just wanted it to be, you want to make sure that teaching is always proactive and never passive. And so that's really what those modes are intended to do, is make sure that teachers are being proactive with students.